Hi guys, I am Scooter,
And I'm Bropy.
and this is the third time we're making this video.
For real.
Yes, since the last two times the volume wouldn't work, but
we figured out that the volume, it wasn't the volume, it was like the mic on
yes,
the
it was
computer.
my laptop, because I screwed things up.
We were trying to mess with it yesterday.
Yeah, because we were trying to fix like how the picture was looking, because it was like pausing and freezing and being really annoying. So we fixed that, and now we fixed our volume.
Now we got this.
Now you can hear us chatter away.
So today we are going to talk about some of our favorite books.
Yes, we're going to do a book talk.
First, Valerie?
She's such a gentleman. I would love to go first. She was just waiting.
Mean.
What? Did I call you gentleman?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being gentlemanly.
That's not a man.
That I know of. No, let me stop. She's not a man.
I mean, it could be.
Okay, well now you're making me think that you are a man when you just said I'm not a man.
Okay,
right.
We need to get on topic.
Okay, so my first book, I don't have my glasses on right now because I think it makes me look weird. So I'm kind of blind right now.
I'm kidding.
She's so mean sometimes. Okay, so my first book is the Vampire Academy series. The main character's name is Rose, and she reminds me of my stage manager, Rose.
I hear this story.
Yes, I know. I tell this story like a million times, but Rose. Yes, we made this video 3 times, so I said it like 3 times now. But Rose is my stage manager, and her name. Well, I just said Rose. So her name is Rose, just like Rose Hathaway. And every time I call her Rose Hathaway, she just loves me more and more.
Because she's sucking up to her.
Because Rose Hathaway is just a really kick-butt character. And I say butt because I don't curse. She says I do, but I don't.
She does every once in a while. And
not that I know of. It's by Rochelle Mead. Okay, sorry.
My first book is a series called The Keatyn Chronicles by Jillian Dodd. And it's awesome. You basically, you follow Keatyn's life, but it gets, all this stuff happens basically, but you get to see her mature and a lot of her priorities and stuff starts to change, and it's interesting to see how different she becomes. And the book just came out. I still haven't read it because we haven't gone to Walmart, so I haven't put money on my card, so I can't buy it on my Kindle, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah, make me feel bad.
That's all. Go ahead, Valerie.
Okay, so my next book is the Infernal Devices. It's a series by Cassandra Clare, and as you will hear about, we love Cassandra Clare. She's amazing. That was a huge yawn. She's amazing. She's funny. Her characters are really strong. She has really strong characters, and you just get so attached to them. So yeah. The main character's name is Tessa Gray, and she has some special abilities. She's super amazing, and she loves to read. So I guess if you're a reader, you can relate to her. Yeah, I love Cassandra Clare. I love the Infernal Devices. Read this book. It's amazing. This series.
So the next book I have is Wuthering Heights. It's a classic. Obviously, if you don't know that, then you're probably stupid.
Oh, you want to insult them too now?
I'm sorry. I'm insulting people. I apologize. You're not stupid, but it's a pretty old book. It was written in the 1800s, but it's extremely interesting.
So if you weren't born in the 1800s, well, you're stupid.
No, if you don't understand writing in the 1800s, you're stupid. There's a difference.
That's too bad for me then.
Anyways, it's kind of like a dark love story where they don't end up together. One of the main characters dies. I'm not going to tell you which main character because there's pretty many of them. But it's a really good storyline, and it's, again, like all these books, it's extremely interesting, and it's amazing, and I love it, and you should read it.
Alright, so my next book series is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Now, this is one of the book series that's not paranormal.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? I love that movie. I've watched both the
The movie's really good too, but the books are really amazing. So it's not really paranormal unless you count the pants fitting all three of them
That
being
happens
paranormal.
in real life. It's like one
I'm
size.
just saying.
Sorry, I'm just saying because like.
But they're jeans.
A
Do
pair
they
of
make jeans
jeans
that are
like
one size fit all?
not one size fit all. But they're like.
Yeah.
Like.
Sorry.
Okay,
Mom,
but there's
roommates have a
jeans
combo.
where like they fit everyone, but they fit differently. Like if I have a pair of
Okay.
jeans, they might be like kind of loose on me, where they can be like tighter on my friend, and then they can be like the perfect size on someone else.
Okay, I agree. But I don't know, in the book it just makes it seem like it's so like mystical pants. But anyways, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is book series. I'm not sure if there's four or more or less. I'm not sure, but it follows the life of four girls: Tibby, Carmen, Lena, and Bridget. And Bridget is definitely my favorite. She's one of those like risky, like dangerous kind of friend. Not risky and dangerous, but she's just very impulsive.
Like me.
She's a bit more impulsive than you, but
That's the problem.
kind of. She's one of those like friends that you'd want to take care of and just make sure they don't hurt themselves, you know, emotionally or like physically. But
Sounds like me. You always tell me not to play with lighters and stuff.
okay, yes. But it's a really interesting book series, and I don't know who the author is, but definitely they're amazing.
Okay, so the next book I have is You Don't Know Me. It is over here. Let's see. Give it a close up. It gets a close up. Yeah, so it's You Don't Know Me by David Class. It's a really good book. The main character, John, is so interesting. I love him. He's so random and weird, and he calls his father a man who named me after a toilet.
'Cause John.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's just really funny, and he has names for everyone, and he just looks at the world differently, and he's just growing up, and there's a lot going on in his life. Even though it's really funny, it's also very sad, and a lot of the parts are really tragic, and they make me cry, and it makes me laugh, and it's just amazing. So you should definitely read that if you get a chance.
I've never read that book, but sounds interesting. She was reading it at lunch today while I was eating, and
You read a paragraph.
the paragraph was really interesting. It was funny. I think those are the best types of books. The books that put you through so many emotions, where you're like laughing and crying and just doing so much like at once. Um, so my next book is Never Let You Go.
I was hoping you went and saw me.
Okay, just because I don't have my glasses on doesn't mean I don't see that. Okay. So here's this book, Never Let You Go, right there. And it's a really good book. It's not supernatural either, but it's about a girl named Megan, and she gets a little too close to her friend Anna's boyfriend, and Anna and Megan end up kind of not being really friends anymore. But after, well, they become friends again, and I say friends.
One of those.
Yes, it's one of those situations. They become friends again, and Anna invites Megan to go to her uncle's farm with her, and there she meets a boy named Jason, and well, you'll have to read it and just see what happens, because it's a very intense book. It's very crazy, and the things that happen will have you like, what? Like, I was like that. I think I started screaming it when I was reading the book. I was like, did that just happen? But yeah, it'll have you on the edge of your seat, definitely. So go ahead, you're next.
Okay. The next one I have is Not as Crazy as It Seems. Don't remember who it's by, but the cover caught my attention. I got it from Ollie's.
Ollie's.
Yeah, we love Ollie's.
We love Ollie's a lot.
Talk about Ollie's a lot. But yeah, it's an interesting. Oh my God, I say interesting too much. But basically, it's
It's funny how we have the Wally working out. There's a whole bunch of people walking in. But that's alright, that's cool. You know?
Yeah. What was it? Oh. Well, the book is about another kid in middle school, and he has OCD. And he just moved, like, to a new city, so he's going to a different school. He's trying to make friends. And it's fascinating to figure out, like, how he works through his problems. So if you get a chance, you should definitely read that.
And what is it called again?
Not as crazy as I seem.
Not as crazy as I seem. I am as crazy as I seem. It's getting really loud in here right now. I agree. I believe that. So, my last book is the, okay, sorry. Whoa, I could not see for a second. I really am blind. It's called Unearthly. Here it is. Cover her up for a sec. Unearthly. Why am I not covering myself? I covered myself when I showed your book.
Oh, okay.
So Unearthly, it's a beautiful cover. It's by Cynthia Hands, and it's about I think they're fallen angels. No, they're sent to Earth with a purpose. They're angels that are sent to Earth with a purpose. I wouldn't like to call them fallen angels because they're sent here. They're not like
they weren't
thrown out.
Yeah,
they weren't thrown out. But what's your saying about fallen angels?
They're so underrated. Oh my gosh. They should be like bigger than any mythical creature that's really big now. Like they should be bigger than vampires and werewolves and fairies. Apparently there's lots of books about fairies now.
I love fairies.
Fallen angels should be at the top of the list. And then fairies. And then vampires. And then werewolves.
I agree that fallen angels are very not. There's not many.
They're underrated.
Yeah, they are underrated. But I feel also like as if, okay, you know what? We need to stop because we can make another video after this.
Okay.
Of this. So, Unearthly, read that book. It's a book series. It's about a girl. Her name is Clara, which reminds me of Clary. So it's just there's two guys in the book right now that she's kind of juggling, and yeah, they're really cute. And one of them you might think like, oh, he's a jerk, but then you'll like it. I know I do. I love him. He is amazing.
Kind of scary.
He is cute, and like some people might say, how is a guy in a book cute? But
it's how you imagine.
Yes. Of course, you imagine the best of them. Yeah, it's not like there's a guy. Period. You know.
I would write a book like that, so you can just imagine him however you want. I can see myself doing that. Okay. Am I doing my little side note?
Yeah.
Okay. My little side note. It's not necessarily a book, but it's all Ellen's book. She's such an amazing writer.
I agree.
Books always end with a surprise. You never know what to expect when her books are ending. She has a very, very unique writing style. She writes in sort of a poem form, but sometimes, like, say it's chapter 4, she'll write like the number 4, but she'll have the words write out the number 4. So the entire page looks like the number 4. And it's just really interesting to see how she writes, and her characters are good, and it's just, she's amazing. So if you get a chance, read the Ellen Hopkins book.
And those books, I've read a few of them, and they're very realistic. Like, they're very, like, I can imagine I'm going through that. It's not like with paranormal, like, fantasy books that you're reading it. It's not like you're ever gonna really climb a tree with, like, a vampire. Oh, with the vampire?
I mean,
well, I want to do that.
We can climb a tree together. I'm pretty sure you're a vampire.
I'm not a vampire. The lights are on right now.
Yeah, but you're not watching the movie.
Do you want to explain?
Okay, well, I have a theory that when her and Frida are in the room and it's dark, if I turn on the light while they're watching their movies, they will die. Or kill me. So,
we
probably would. See?
Okay.
It is admitted. I have proof. They're vampires.
We watch movies a lot in our room. We've, like, turned our room into, like, a movie theater.
It's like a man cave almost. But
a woman cave. I'm so funny.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, we didn't tell our joke about the cover.
Oh well.
It's a beautiful cover. Oh, my bad. Oh. Okay, whatever. So, I have a little side note too about the House of Night series by Kristen Cass and PC Cass. PC Cass and Kristen Cass. Same
Mother
thing.
and
A mother and daughter duo, and awkward. Why is it awkward here?
Sex scenes, apparently.
Yeah, the sex scenes.
Apparently
I wouldn't
they
like.
write them together, and
I don't think they write them together. Well, maybe they do, or maybe they just like email it. Like, if I'm writing a book, I'm writing something, I'll email it to you, and you tell me if you like it or not, or make like corrections and stuff like that. So they're like collaborating on it. But it'd be awkward like writing a sex scene with my mom. Anyways, so that series is really good. There's 11 books right now, I believe. So, the main character's name is Zoe Redbird, and she reminds me of Rose in a few ways because she's kick butt. She really is. What are you doing?
Pointing at myself.
Why are you pointing at yourself?
Because you were like, she reminds me of, and I start pointing at myself, and then you said kick butt, and then I was like, yes, me. Anyways.
Cut that out. It's not true. Alright.
So mean.
We're both sometimes mean to each other.
Yeah.
Her more than me, but
we don't mean it. Well, most of the time we don't mean it. I know you mean some of the things you say about me, and
sometimes
I mean what I say about you, but not the actual mean stuff. Like, I mean the stuff when I'm like, you're weird, or if I say something you do is annoying, I mean that. But I don't mean like, I don't like you, or you're ugly, or anything like that.
I don't believe I'm ugly.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Alright,
like,
let's finish this. Alright guys, thank you for watching. We will get better at our videos, and we'll improve.
Yeah, we'll have more ideas. We're not always going to talk about books, so
no, we're
don't
not.
get that impression. That's not all we talk about.
Yeah, we actually have a few different ideas. If you have any ideas for our videos, then just put it in the comments. We're gonna put all of our books, our favorite books, in the description. So subscribe to us. We're crazy. We're a little nutty.
We're strange.
It's a sickness.
We're peculiar.
Peculiar.
Anyway,
have
a good day or night or
wherever
whatever.
you are.
Yeah.
Have a good thing.
That's
all
my
right.
line.
Well, I said it because you said the other line.
Okay, well, yeah, that's it.
Alright,
so,
guys. Bye. Hope you enjoyed this
Stop
weird video.
talking.